Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur 30. Folge von Greedfall. Zu dieser Jubiläumsepisode kümmern wir uns um die Vergangenheit, nämlich unsere Vergangenheit. Wir finden endlich raus, wo wir herkommen. Dafür werden wir nach Hikmet reisen, weil wir dort mit einem Captain Lissandro, ich habe es mir richtig gemerkt, reden werden. Der, oder war es tatsächlich eine Frau? Ich bin mir nicht mehr sicher. Weiß nämlich mehr darüber, als wir geboren worden sind. Wir sind nämlich auf einem Nautschiff geboren worden. Spannend, was? Da wollen wir auch gleich mal hinhopsen.
Just thank the enlightened that a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Du denkst auch, Spazierengehen ist ein Sport, was? Ich hoffe, der werte Bursche ist noch wach. Ja, da steht er schon bereit für uns.
Hello, Captain.
Well now, what fair wind blows you into port?
Did you know the island before all the colonists arrived?
Yes, now that's going back a bit. And it isn't a topic for somebody who isn't one of our own.
So tell me what it was like when the Alliance first began to settle here.
It was still wild, dangerous, and very beautiful. And all that has changed now.
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You're the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember, and yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
From one captain to another, if you would allow me.
Captain Vasco? I'm listening.
You said it yourself. A child was born at that particular time. A seaborn. And we always help one of our own.
Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
Today. Wie viele Nächte später sind wir inzwischen? Ja gut. Aber, Vasco, du hast uns gut gedient. Dafür möchte ich tatsächlich... Scheiße, wie heißt sie? Ich habe ihren Namen vergessen. Siora mitnehmen. Das war gerade ein bisschen peinlich. Ich finde das aber interessant, dass wir quasi so als Konglomerat verschiedener nationaler Identitäten dienen. Weil einerseits sind wir ja Tír Fradee, dann sind wir Seaborn, ganz theoretisch, aber sind glücklicherweise nicht als Naut geendet. Naja, wir sind halt als zu wertvoll eingestuft worden, würde ich fast sagen. Und, naja, wir gehören halt zur Congregation. Sehr interessant. Leute, ich habe auch gerade was gesehen. Wir haben jetzt deutlich mehr Inventarplatz. Ich glaube, das kommt daher, dass wir endlich mal Vigor gesteigert haben. Das hätten die mal früher sagen sollen, dann hätte ich es wirklich deutlich früher erhöht. Weil Inventarplatz, das ist auch etwas, dem bin ich sehr verbunden. Ach, okay. Und dann haben wir tatsächlich einmal gesehen, was dort im Journal stand von Lissandro. Puh, sind wir bereit, uns unserer Vergangenheit zu stellen? Ja, stimmt, das ist der Verräter. Uff.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri? Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago, but I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Arelwyn was a renowned healer across all of Tír Fradí. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Es hat sich jetzt auch endlich geklärt, wer unser Vater ist. Also wir sind 100%ig pur Tír Fradí. Da bin ich sehr froh drum, weil ganz ehrlich, einen Congregation-Vater würde ich tatsächlich nicht so gerne haben.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly, compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And do you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others.
Hättest du auch früher sagen können, bevor ich die Map aufmache? Ach. So, aber jetzt darf ich mal auf die Map gucken. Vielleicht ist sie ja tatsächlich zu Hause. Das wäre ganz nett. Ich würde sie nämlich gerne kennenlernen.
There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegad. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Also erstmal, ich sehe schon bis auf den Hut sehr einheimisch aus und wir haben Sjora mit. Also wirklich, Wenn die nicht mit uns reden, dann kann ich denen auch nicht helfen. Ah, hier vorne schon der erste. Die.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I am looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I am extremely grateful.
Ah ja, also schon ein ganzes Stück von hier. Aber die hat uns ja doch eigentlich einfacher geholfen, als ich gedacht hätte. Na gut. Ach ja, wo ich jetzt hier so richtig mit Wege geskillt bin, kann ich auch hier mal rüber hopfen. Hopfen, genau, hüpfen. Wir haben hier Bruce und eine Kiste. Ein Skimitar. Der ist leider nicht ganz so gut. Aber er ist upgradebar. Das ist nicht schlecht. Ja gut, ist halt ein Skimitar. Ein bisschen boring ist es halt schon. So, aber ich hoffe, wir können jetzt dann mal endlich...
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. It looks like she may be in danger.
Let's go and help. It's got to be her.
Endlich unsere Tante treffen. So. Ach, diese scheiß Landtricke. Hey, Leute.
How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Donegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or better, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tirce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tír Fradí has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Duktaram. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
thank me? Despite everything you know about me.
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child, what you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good for once in my deceitful life. For you and for her. I hope the enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
Oh shit, Mann. Ja. Aber Petrus, du musst mich dann trotzdem nicht my child nennen, auch wenn du auf die standest. Das ist echt creepy. Ich mag das echt nicht so gerne. Darf ich mit dir... Ich darf noch nicht mal mit Slan reden. Ernsthaft? Darf ich... kannst du mir nicht irgendwas erzählen? Sagst du noch irgendwas, Petrus? Er sagt auch noch nicht mal was Neues. Alter, wir wenden uns einer ganz anderen Quest zu. Nämlich den unterschlagenen Waren. Ich denke, dafür hole ich mir Kurt. Auf jeden Fall. Vielleicht auch noch Vasco. Mal schauen. Okay, ich habe mich dazu entschlossen, dass ich erstmal mit den Boys ein bisschen weiter unterwegs bin. Ah, da unten steht er also. Ey, warte mal, das ist... Vasco, das ist dein Bruder, der hier mit dabei steht. Ey, das ist ja witzig, dass wir den wiedersehen. Schade, dass wir nicht nochmal Hallo sagen können. Gut, jetzt aber zu dir hier.
Customs Officer Ulrich. What can I do for you?
Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I have been told of some issues with customs. I would like some clarification.
I'm listening, Your Excellency.
I was told that a shipment from the continent bound for the tavern had been seized as a precautionary measure.
Yes, it's possible. We seize cargo sometimes, to verify that all taxes to the town have been paid.
Randomly, without a prior formal order.
I don't know. Perhaps we received a complaint. That happens sometimes.
I suppose all entries are noted in your records?
Naturally, but I assure you that we only do our job. It was all routine.
I was informed that customs was robbed.
Yes, these thieves have quite the nerve. Someone even stole personal belongings this time. Since then, I've put all important things in the chest, but I lost the key. Probably on my way here.
Let me summarize. You have confiscated some goods, perhaps because of a report, but you're not sure. Then that same cargo was stolen from you, along with other things in your custody.
Exactly, Your Excellency.
You are either the worst customs officer I've met, or the biggest liar.
Listen, Your Excellency, I made a mistake. It's true. I should not have ordered this seizure. In fact, it was late, and counting the crates would have taken me hours. I decided to postpone it. In the meantime, the goods were stolen. It's unfortunate, but I'm not useless.
You haven't even informed the authorities of this robbery. This is all rather suspicious, Officer Ulrich. So I think it is necessary to conduct this inspection with a search.
Please, Your Excellency.
I'm sure the contents of this chest would be very informative. Maybe we should go to the docks to see if we can find the key that this scatterbrain has lost.
Glaube ich auch. Also, wie kann man so inkompetent sein? Ah ja, da hinten liegt der schon gleich rum. Wirklich extrem inkompetent. Ich sehe auch schon den Grund seiner Inkompetenz. Alkohol. Ich werde euch jetzt nicht über Alkoholpreise informieren, wie ich das letztens mit dem Gras gemacht habe. Da könnt ihr selbst in den Supermarkt gehen.
So, were you satisfied with your inspection, sire?
I haven't finished yet.
Mir ist aufgefallen, wir müssen auch noch erstmal in die Truhe gucken. Ich weiß gar nicht, wo die ist. Also, ehrlich, wo ist die? Warte mal, war das hier die? Wenn, dann habe ich die nämlich schon gelootet. Oh, shit. Ah, ich erinnere mich. Da war eine von diesen Münzen von diesem Egon-Typen drin. Oh mein Gott, wie kann ich denn so dumm sein? Ich habe die ganzen Kisten gelockpickt. Aha. Okay, dann jetzt nochmal ein neuer Versuch.
So, were you satisfied with your inspections, sire?
Look at this.
You work for Egon. Have you come to ensure my loyalty? Well, you can tell him that I didn't say anything, right?
In fact, you just did. So you are a member of this gang.
No, you don't understand. But I am trapped. And it's been like this for months. I am forced to pull off all kinds of tricks in order to settle an old debt.
Egon.
Yes, madam. Either I do what he says, or I lose my children. I've already paid off my debt 100-fold, but he maintains his hold over me. And now I have no choice but to obey when he asks me to divert larger shares of cargo.
Could you help me identify him?
I'd like to, but I've never met him. He gives me his instructions in writing, or sends his men. He wrote the letter you found, or at least I think he did.
I plan to put an end to this individual's activities, so anything you can tell me will be useful.
I hope you manage it, Your Excellency. For the sake of my children, maybe you could come to the meeting he's arranged tonight.
Do you think he will come in person?
I don't know. This is the first time I've received a notice like this. I fear he'll punish me for arousing the innkeeper's suspicions. He doesn't let anything get past him, you know.
Very well, I will come. If only to avoid you paying the price for your stupidity.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'll meet you at the North Gate in the evening.
No offense to our new friend. I'm not sure this Egon will come in person. I'd be surprised if he'd bother moving just to lecture a small fry in his business.
Warte, ich schau noch mal kurz, ob da nicht doch noch irgendwie was war. Ah, ich erinnere mich. Endlich. Jetzt weiß ich wieder, was los ist. Hier ist das Nordtor. Ah. Hier ist er.
Ah, there you are. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
We have a meeting next to the quarry. As we are early, we should be the first to arrive.
Perfect. I'll hide until they get here.
He will certainly not come alone. I beg you, don't wait to intervene if things go wrong.
Be confident. I won't abandon you.
You should get in position. He'll be here soon.
Okay, wo soll ich mich hinstellen? Einmal irgendwo drüben, wie es ausschaut. Ah, nach da oben. Ich verstehe schon. Ah, ich bin halt sehr schlau. Ah, scheiße, wir müssen einmal rumlaufen, glaube ich. Nein. Oh. Ich werde aufhören, solche Behauptungen aufzustellen. Hier hinten ist nochmal dieser kleine Zugang. Der ist ja perfekt geeignet. Dachte ich eigentlich. Oh Mann, Leute, was ist das denn? Endlich, ich glaub's ja nicht.
My friend, I'm so glad to see you. Because you owe us some explanations, don't you?
Sir, let me explain. I wanted to do well. I was just a little rushed and...
Silence, fool! Not only have you been so clumsy with your handling that the quartermaster was informed, but in addition, you dared to plot with this legate. A noble that has already cost us dearly. Do you no longer love your children, Alric? You want us to get rid of them? Is that it?
No, Mr. Egon, I beg you. Don't hurt them. I didn't have a choice. The legate came for an inspection, but I didn't tell him anything. I swear.
It's a shame, Alric. Egon loved you, but would replace you with someone else soon enough. Someone smarter. Get rid of him. I don't want to hear from this little roach any longer. As for me, I'm leaving for Hikmet. Try to be discreet. This legate doesn't seem willing to let go.
We're committed to protecting this man.
If we're going to help him, we will probably lose track of our man.
I swear I didn't betray you. I'll give you everything you want. Let's go! My health. And death to the others! I don't want to die.
Help! I owe you my life, Your Excellency.
Don't mention it. Alas, all this was useless. This man was not Egon.
I'm not sure that it's a person, Your Excellency. It may be the name given to the leaders of the gang. I don't know. But I will never be at peace until you arrest them, that's for sure.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. But how can I find this man now?
He said he was going back to Hikmet, which is where he sends the stolen alcohol. I'm sorry. I have not been completely honest with you. I could have told you that earlier, but I knew that without your protection, I would not survive. The deliveries are sent to a dispensary outside the town. No doubt to avoid arousing suspicion.
A dispensary? But what are they doing with all this alcohol?
I'm not sure, Your Excellency. But you'll no doubt find out if you go there.
Well, at least the fright Egon gave Alric managed to loosen his tongue.
Also Alkohol brennt gut. Machen die dort Massenproduktion an... Ach, wie heißen die Dinger? Molotow-Cocktails? Würde mich ja schon interessieren. Ich probiere jetzt einfach mal die Karawane aus. Einfach aus dem simplen Grund, dass ich zu faul bin, zum nächsten Travel-Punkt zu gehen.
Greetings! Do you want to travel without tiring yourself out? My caravan goes through all the cities. So, where should I drop you?
To Hikmet.
Let's go!
Es freut mich, wie, naja. Enthusiastisch er ist. Hier vorne soll das irgendwie sein? Ja, schaut so aus.
These islanders are drunk. And these guards don't look that official. I think we found where all the alcohol reserves on the island end up.
Ah, die Taktik. Gibt den Einheimischen Alkohol, dass sie abhängig werden.
On your way. There's nothing for a highness here.
Sorry, but we're entering all the same.
Oh yeah, we'll soon see about that.
A bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! To my health! And death to the others!
This is the man we saw at the quarry. We must stop him.
Was macht denn der? Oh, Scheiße. Oh, oh Gott, ich hab gerollt. Uah. Ach lol, witzig. Komm. Regeln wir es so. Ist doch sowieso einfacher für alle.
Surrender. You are under arrest.
What am I accused of?
You are a high-ranking member of a criminal organization that has named itself Egon, and you did not hesitate to order a murder. So, even though the attempt failed, the gallows awaits you unless you decide to reveal everything you know.
I won't say a word. I won't give you anyone. I'd rather die.
If you really thought so, we would not be talking. You will be taken to New Serene. Manfred will know how to make you talk.
Ey, darf ich die jetzt gleich nicht mehr looten? Oh, wie süß. Oh, die schlafen. Entschuldigung. Die haben mir meinen Loot geklaut. Och, Mann. Na schön, dann gehen wir eben zurück, wenn das Spiel das von uns verlangt. Manfred, was hast du rausfinden können? Erzähl uns mehr davon.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Was the captain we arrested transferred to you?
Yes. And we began to question him. It appears that he was paid by Governor Buren. The governor tasked him with weakening the natives as much as possible in order to muzzle the rebellion. They were trying to poison the natives with alcohol, but they needed a lot to do it. Their entire smuggling operation revolved around that.
Did you contact the governor?
Yes. He sent us a letter apologising, saying he didn't know he was dealing with criminals. His letter was accompanied by a letter of marque to compensate the merchants who suffered in this case.
Which doesn't mean that he will abandon these despicable methods. Is there any news on Egon? We are no longer certain it's even a person.
Even though that name might refer to the organisation, someone must be leading it. And that's who we have to stop. Alas, for now, the captain doesn't want to tell us any more. So the interrogation continues. We're waiting for answers on that point. I need your help in another case.
I'm listening.
The Admiral sent us a furiously worded letter. One of their ships was commandeered by our troops. They accused the San Mateus garrison. But I know Herbert is quartermaster. He's an honest man. I'm not saying that the Admiral is lying to us, but I don't understand what could have happened. Whatever the case may be, the Admiral is threatening to refuse all transportation to our men. This will not only hurt the Guard, but also all the nations that employ us. We need someone diplomatic, able to piece this whole story together. Can I count on you?
Yes. I will go see Admiral Cabral and try to understand what happened.
Was bei den Nauts aber jetzt schon wieder abgeht, gucken wir uns beim nächsten Mal an. Ich bedanke mich sehr fürs Zusehen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und konnte euch im Leben weiterbringen. Hat euch inspiriert und bewegt. Ja, danke fürs Zuschauen. Lasst gerne Likes, Kritik, Kommentare und eventuell auch ein Abo da. Das war's. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen.